Hey, what's happening, babies, ladies, and germs? How you all doing out there in this nutty world we're living in? That's right, I'm in the Montreal'S sector of the city, central part of the city on the Rue Kerb. Or if you're really Anglo, which is not Anglo at all, it's Kerbs, in St. Roch. And I do like these old, colorful awnings. It turned out to be a bloody windy day today, but boy, was it ever gorgeous. It got up to a high of 15. Maybe it's that right now, maybe less. I was hoping the blue sky would stick around, but I was too bloody tired to actually go out and do my thing like I did yesterday most of the day. It just takes too much energy, but yesterday I got a lot of great shots of vehicles. And did I do a walking video yesterday? I'm pulling a cough here, I can't even show myself. Hang on a minute. Ugh. I want to actually show how much I got style here today. I look like I have money, but I don't. See, it's looking good. Got the $3 hat, the $50 vintage jacket. Oh yeah! You know, they say you can tell a lot by a man by his shoes. That is true, and you can tell by my shoes that they're a year old and they're finished almost. They're worn out. And what I love about this community compared to other parts of the city, this is the only part of town where it's half Indian and Greek. And it used to be more Greek, but apparently back in the 80s and so forth, there was a lot of violence apparently. So Greek families, they got scared and they effed off and went off to move to Laval, north of here. So actually, as it happens, the wind is, pretty gusty and annoying today, and it's blowing from the northeast, which is about this way. So there's a bunch of construction over there anyway, it doesn't matter. And at the end of the street is also the CP commuter train line. Not to be confused with Canadian Pacific commuter. No, I mean, it belonged to CP, and I think it was sold to the EFT and all that. You know, so got my coffee here. If I'm sorry about a little jangling there, I got the coffee. You know, so this video is dedicated to Pizza Sicily. This is weird because, again, there's not really any Italians that live here. It's kind of strange. Wow, that's a really narrow alleyway. I don't see alleyways that narrow. Not around here anyway. And like old this place is, man. You know, a sign, you know, a place is really old. Look at that phone number. It doesn't even have a 514 on it. That was that a long time ago. What remains? What are we the date today? Well, it's after 5 o'clock. It's evening rush hour. Today is the 6th of April 2022. And if there's one thing also that's also really denotes the Montreal'S, and again, I'm not a religious person, but I love history, I love architecture, is the amount of churches that are in this neighborhood is phenomenal. And of course, a lot of them are Greek churches, and unfortunately one of them burned down a few years ago. I don't know what it was the cause of that, but look at the cross shape there on the doors. That's pretty clever, eh? Yeah. And also I'm in this area because Fire Station 41 is a couple of blocks down there, so maybe I'll get them. Maybe I'll get them responding. Look at this joke of a Cadillac crossover crap. I might as well call it. You know. But yeah, I mean, I have to do another walking video because it's supposed to rain for like friggin' 4 days, man. That's crap. I don't film anything in terms of walking videos really when it's raining, unless it stops raining for a long enough time and there's not really any wind. See, give you a little French lessons there. See, it says there, driving school, student at the wheel. But what the hell is this? This thing is doing double duty as a taxi? That's interesting. Is that legal? Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, multi-vision. I wish I had multi-vision. All I have is poor vision, for crying out loud. And you know, another thing that's interesting about this neighborhood is that hang on a minute. I don't want it. They want that guy's music interfering with the video here, you know? Check this out. Provisions Bob. I'll be a big surprise if it's a guy who still owns that place named Bob, I'll tell you right now. What was I going to say? Now, you guys, you know me, you know I love cars. And if there's one thing that's interesting about this part of town, too, is that you'll see a multitude of cars in the streets in terms of the poorest to, well, not the richest, but richer, you know? Like that Land Rover that just went by, that Range Rover, for example, you know? And this Chevy, what is it, a Tahoe, I think? Restaurant Indien. Hey, that's not old actually. Oh, that looks good. Oh my God. By the way, I have to tell you guys, my favorite food is Indian food. And ironically, I'm not coming here to eat Indian food. I've got some Indian food I got to make when I get home. You know. But you know, one of the reasons why I like to have this get up, that the way I look today, this hat and this jacket and all that, is it makes me look like some kind of big shot, like a gangster or whatever, movie producer or something, which I'm not. But that's what's fun, is that people, they'll just, you know, they can conclude whatever they want to conclude and think whatever they want to think. You know, people are people, you know, and especially younger people. You know, I was that age where you're naive and you would assume whatever, you know, like just because a guy's, he looks like a bum, he's a bum, he's a homeless. Yeah, probably, but not necessarily. And same thing with a guy who looks like me. And if he looks like, you know, he's got money and he doesn't. Yeah, you see where I'm going with this here. This is the Champagnat. See, I remember that because a block down is Fire Station 41. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a few minutes here and see what happens. There's another amazing church here. This is one of my favorites in the city. Check this out. This is totally like 50s, 60s type of design. Very atomic age, you know, type of a design, that whole structure. I don't think I'm going to get any emergency vehicles responding, because quite frankly, all day I haven't heard anything responding. And I think it's, you know why? It's because that kid is really throwing me off. It's because we're in this stupid 6th wave. And therefore, what happens when you're in another wave of the stupid COVID is that people, you know, they think if they go to the hospital, they're going to get COVID. Because that's how stupid people are, they're narrow-minded. So I'm going to hang on here for a while. There, for you scrap lovers. Man, I just got the ladder leaving down there, a block away, zoomed in. I didn't even know that they could actually head south. I thought they had to come around this way because it's a one-way street. And there's more scrap coming. Look, I just missed something else responding there. Anyway, well, moving it along, because the day is getting long or short or whatever, you know. And I sure as hell hope that any of you Greeks who see this video, or you Hindus or whatnot, or whatever you want to be called, you take this video as a compliment and not as an insult, because I tell you, this day and age, people complain about everything. Everything. Man to man. See, look, I love this.
Now you write me a letter.
Look, Greek and Italian, beautiful. I just heard a guy. He's talking to his landlord there that he's telling he's refused a rent increase. I know exactly what he's talking about. When I found out my landlord increased me like $20 a month there, I was not pleased about that. He tells me he's gonna have to pay $45,000 to replace the roof. I'm like, yeah, I get it. You know, I get that, you know, I understand that, and boy, there's more clouds coming in than I thought now. That sucks, because I thought, stupid meteorologists, I thought it wasn't going to cloud over until like much later this evening, those morons. I love all these little mom and pop shops. I think that's what I hate about Amazon. Anyway, I don't want to go there, but I lost my train of thought. Oh my God, I am far from perfect, let me tell you. And I'll tell you something else, especially for you younger people. Stay away from people who think they are perfect and that they got big balls there, if you know what I mean. Screw them, man. They're a pain in the ass. I've had friends like that. They're just nauseating, you know. Like if they don't have your back, if they don't support you, to hell with them. That's what I tell you right now. Ah, damn it! I'm missing a major response down there somewhere. Shit. Anyway, we're walking towards Boulevard Lacadie Boulevard, and this is really, see, look, see, oh look, down there, look at that, they're all down there. Well, I'll tell you something, having done this for many years, especially when it comes to fires more than anything else, it's usually just false alarms, you know, so I don't know if I'm going to bother going down there. Oh, this one actually has to be the most modern looking church I've ever seen around here, though. As a matter of fact, I think this is the one that replaced the one that burnt down. I'm willing to bet $100. It has to be. It has to be, because come on, how many new churches are being built in this non-religious day and age? Sometimes, honestly, sometimes I think I kind of wish I was a little more religious and into that, because that's what I think what the world needs now. And I miss that about the old days. People were God-fearing, Europeans, whatever, and they were better off that way because I don't know, Jesus, God, church, whatever, kept them in line, kept them by the 10 Commandments, being good people, being respectful, showing love, showing generosity, showing solidarity. You know what I mean? And where is that today? You know, it's kind of lost, isn't it? No? God, I hate wind. Oh man, I'm losing track of the streets. Like, look at a Stewart Street. I think I did a walking video here once. Yeah. But I did do a walking video on the one below here, which is Ogilvy. That I remember one time I was with Ryan. Mr. McDonald there. Mr. McDonald. Here, another French lesson. Chandelle means candles. Candles? Chandelle. There you go. See, look at this. Wow, if that's old, that's like really well redone because it's okay. See, that's original. Yeah, that's like partly redone. I like when people do things like that. You know, they rebuild these homes when they keep them in their originality. You know, look at this, the crossover number 2 shitbox Cadillac. That's not a Cadillac, for Christ's sake. You know what that is to me? That's like when the Cimarron came out in '82. It wasn't a Cadillac. It was a freaking luxury Cavalier. You know. Yeah, busy. Now we're at Bierman. Yeah. Well, that might be a bit of a longer video, but that's all right. I don't have no lack of walking videos these days, and so whatever. Maybe I'll do one later. I don't know, man. I don't know. We shall see. What the hell is that? Is that a garbage can? I don't know what the hell that is. Hey, there's me. Hey, how you doing over there? How are you? What's happening? You take care of that thing for me? No, not that thing. The Brooklyn thing. If you don't catch that, that's because you've never seen the movie Goodfellas. You must watch it. One of the greatest movies ever made. Here we are. Here we are at Boulevard L'Acadie, and I will not say de L'Acadie. I will not conform to that, by the way. No fucking way. It's L'Acadie. And so this is the dividing line between, this wind is getting on my nerves, the My Land here, and on the other side here where all the trees covering there, that's suburbia, but that's also a very upper, I don't even know if I want to say middle class. It's like one of the richest parts of town, which is TMR, Town of Mount Royal. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy watching this. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all well, and I always appreciate your comments, or informative comments especially. And or look at these fucking colorless freaking. Oh my god. Oh yeah. And look at this. They even made it a point, these fucking people, these rich people, to keep anybody out of here. Hey, is this locked or what? Hey. Oh, okay, it doesn't look locked, but still. It says this door is aimed to improve the security of pedestrians and kids. Really? That's one way to look at it, right? Anyway, guys, take care. Oh, shit.